was in 3rd grade, so I was probably 8 or 9. I remember it very clearly because it was in the afternoon and we were having a spell down, if you guys know what a spell down is, where all the kids line up and then the teacher reads a word, and if you spell it correctly you stay up, if you don't you have to sit down. And one of the older students in the school came to our classroom and told the teacher that the president had been shot. So that was the very first time I heard about it, and at the time they said it was a man from Brooklyn who had done the shooting, which later proved to be incorrect. I remember coming home from school and everyone was in front of the television set, and everybody sat down and gathered around the television set, and it was Walter Cronkite, who you guys, I don't think you remember Walter Cronkite, but he was on the news, CBS News, and so we watched that continuously for hours and hours and hours about that, and everybody was very, very, very shocked by what was going on. I remember, this sounds strange, but I remember this very distinctly, is that when I was standing up in the classroom, I had a cut on my hand and I felt kind of, and I thought, oh my gosh, the president's been shot. Maybe my blood in my hand or something I can offer it up to God for him, and because I went to a Catholic school, so we were very talked a lot about God and things like that. So that was a reaction, and then I know there was other people besides myself who were almost in tears. So it was very, very sad. For sure, Cuban Missile Crisis and the war with Russia, because we were always at war with Russia. And when I say at war, I mean we were trying to outdo each other. We were always competing for things like the space program and who had the biggest weapons and who was threatening who. And they were always trying to keep secrets from one another. We had a lot of spies in Russia. I'm sure Russia probably had spies here. So with those kinds of things going on, at least in his presidency, those were really important things that sort of shaped his presidency, because everyone at that time, the world was always waiting for the United States and Russia to have a big war, and everybody was afraid that it might happen. As far as Kennedy's lifetime, what shaped him was the fact that his father was a very well-known person, very wealthy, had very well connected with business people and other people who were in politics. So there was the Kennedys were known everywhere. So he grew up, and as you know, his brother Bobby was a politician. His sons and his nephews all became politicians. So it was a family that really did want America, the best for America. I'll say that. They were looking out for America, and they thought to find out what an honest day of being president was like. Because as regular people that we are now, you sometimes forget that presidents have the same things going on with their family as we do. Their kids tell them, "Oh, Dad, I don't want to do this," or "I don't want to do my homework," and you don't picture them sitting down and having hot dogs for dinner.